Rio Grande, we really wanted to retain the sense of family. So we created a culture, a very flat organization of a lot of collaboration, a lot of autonomy, and a lot of decision making based on a set of principles so that people can make good decisions based on what the desired outcome might be. And we trust a lot of people to do a lot of things on their own.
Hi, good morning.
Hi, good morning. Welcome to Rio Grande.
I want to buy a Smith torch.
Perfect. It's an awesome torch.
Pablo, I didn't know who you were in Albuquerque.
Nice to see you here.
Yeah,
So I want to buy this Smith torch.
that's fantastic. You know what? If you give me about 10 minutes, I'll take you back to the tech area. Let me get the torch set up. You can try it out. Make sure it's the right torch that you want to use, okay?
Wow,
So give me
great.
about 10 minutes and I'll have everything set up for you.
Cool. See you later.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Hi, Molly.
I'm so happy and surprised to see you.
Nice to see you here.
Oh my goodness.
What an amazing company.
Oh, thank you. Pablo, my father founded Rio Grande in 1944, and I've worked here since 1971. When I started, I was the 8th employee, and 6 of us were family, and we were in about a 2,500 square foot cinder block building that my father built in 1958. And we survived there in walk-in trade. There was nothing had a stock number. It was, if you asked me for a pair of pliers, I would go bring out several pair of pliers and say, which one do you like? And I would write it up and go to the cash register with you. But in 1970s, there was a big boom of Southwestern style jewelry. And we just happened to be in the right place at the right time, and we grew. So we ended up doing a catalog as an effort to try very hard to keep our payroll and pay our bills.
Hi, Shane.
Hey, I've got the smooth torch set up in the tech lab.
Okay.
So when you're ready to try it out, we can get in there and you can do it, okay?
Okay, great. So, Molly, thank you for helping me understand how special Rio Grande is. Thank you so much.
Could you just shed a little light, shed a little light, shed a little light on me? Shed a little light, shed a little light, shed a little light on me. Why'd you go and leave me here all alone in the shadows? Could you just shed a little light, shed a little light, shed a little light on me? I don't like to be a bother, but I'm getting kinda sick of trying to figure this out.
That solder to follow all the way around. There you go.
Keeping secrets from me.
I like the torch. I like the frame control, and I like that I can use it for silver, gold, and even platinum.
Pablo, I'm glad you liked the demonstration, but I think what you'll like even more is while they're processing your order, I'm going to take you down the hall and introduce you to Scott.
On me. Shed a little light, shed a
Product manager will give me ideas or concepts. Maybe she wants more rings, more earrings. I will then design them on one of these mini CAD programs. We use 3Design here. And I then have the option of either doing 3D prints, something like this is 3D printed, or we can do CNC milling. For example, this bracelet here was carved out of wax on this Nomad mill right over here. So this mill cut this wax flat. Once we cast this, it was like so. And I've got another one here because I'm going to scatter some stones about on it. Once this was cast, I then put it on a bracelet mandrel and formed it.
You can make a rubber of
We
this.
can make a rubber mold on this for production. Let's take a look. All righty, Len. We have the mold for this here, right? Is this it? Can we put it in the frame? Nice. It's an amazing mold frame. All right, let's get an injection on this. Lenora, can you give me an injection on this mold, please? All right. Once the waxes are treed on the tree like so, they are weighed up, and we know because of the base weight that is a given that how much the wax itself weighs. We can then translate that mathematically into how much metal that's going to take. The next step then, the investment is mixed up here and poured down into the flask itself. Once we have all of these flasks, we let them sit for a few hours, and then they're loaded into the ovens. And they're gonna be burned out for, generally it's about an 18-hour burnout. And that will then, of course, melt all of the waxes out of the trees, and it leaves a cavity inside that investment that's the exact impression. That metal gets melted under a reducing atmosphere and poured into that flask. Then goes to a cooling table and will eventually then be quenched in water. We've got quenching tables that will any of the excess investment, after which these are sorted and put into pickle pots over here. Once the flasks are pickled, then they will be blasted, water blasted to clean off any of the other excess investment. And they're ready to go out onto the floor to begin clipping.
Hi, Pablo. How are you? Come on in.
Thank you. All right. See you later. Thank you, Scott. Why you create your own machines?
Well, this started about 20 years ago. We had this this problem. Everybody had the problem. We would have two flasks in the burnout furnace at the same time. We would take them and cast them exactly the best as we could. And one would come out one way and the other one would come out a different way.
Yes.
So we had inconsistency in the casting process.
Yes.
And so we started to work on trying to build consistency into it. And this is the third generation. First was the J10, then the JZ. Now we have there was a 510 and then the 610, 615. So these machines are very sophisticated. They don't do just temperature control, they do melt control. And so they're looking at feedback about 25,000 times a second. And they're looking at at what's going on in the casting process to make sure that we don't overheat the metal, we don't underheat the metal, and we do everything in the right sequence. So now we're bringing this technology into a smaller machine for the smaller factory. And so if you want to see, we never showed it to anybody before now.
Wow.
So you're the first one.
Thank you.
We can go this way. Okay, Pablo, this is our New Tech Engineering Lab. This is one of our engineers.
Hello.
How you
Yes.
doing? Nice to meet you. Pablo, Daniel.
Daniel.
What are you doing here?
And so this is going to be the FlowLogic series in a smaller size for the factory that's not doing so much quantity. The crucible capacity is 200 cc's, which is about 1.8 kilos of 18 karat gold.
Wow, this is a lot of metal.
Oh, you want to see metal? I gotta take you to our CTO. You're gonna see more metal than you've ever seen before.
Wow.
Come on, come with me.
Wow, cool.
Take it all, give you what you need. If you're slaving me, I love you in the dark. So shine on, don't lose your spark. Show me what you got.
We take really good care of our sheet. So when we cut the sheet, we'll write on the sheet the last 3 digits of our material number that we sell to our customers. and then we do a very tedious job of packaging for a sheet. So we'll roll it here in this tissue paper. We'll eventually place it within cardboard, so no matter what happens, the moment it leaves this room, you don't have to worry about it scratching. You don't have to worry about it getting dented. We take very good care of our sheet.
Here's our customer service area. We take over 5,000 calls a week, and we have some of the best trained customer service agents in the business.
Hello, Mark. Doing great. And what are you doing here?
This is our sawbell training room, and so we're getting ready to set up for another class. And we teach associates here all the fundamentals of jewelry making so they can better answer calls. And we have a lot of customers that come in for specialty classes like Bonnie Doon classes and hydraulic forming. So yeah, this is our classroom. And you want to see where we do the YouTube?
Of course I want.
All right, let's go.
Thank you.
Are you welcome.
Wow.
All right, Pablo, this is right where we do our filming. This is our studio.
This is amazing.
They make me sit back here where the lights make me look pretty. Right? Oh, you make me look better too.
Yes, but you have a higher chair.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
What an amazing day. I'm ready to go, but where is my Smith torch?
No worries, Pablo. We've actually taken care of everything for you. Your torch is already packed up and on its way to Spain.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.